Hi, I'm Wade Wingler with the Data Project at Easter Seals Crossroads in Indiana. Today we're going to talk a little bit about digital text, e-readers, and specifically Kindle devices because we have some of those. This is going to be part of a two-part series. Today we're going to talk about how digital text is more accessible for folks who have mobility impairments, so spinal cord injury, cerebral palsy, and those kind of things. In the past, if you had a spinal cord injury and couldn't use your hands to hold and turn the pages in a book, you would either have to rely on somebody else to help you with that or a device like this. And this is the flip page turner, which is a very effective device. I'll hit the button here and you'll see that it can turn a page, but it's also an expensive and kind of slow device. So in the late 90s, Amazon came out with a series of e-readers, and there's lots of e-readers. We happen to have Kindles today called the Kindle. And in fact, this is the first one that Amazon came out with back then. And the main difference between a standard paper book and a Kindle is it's electronic. And turning pages are very easy. For example, even on the original Kindle, you would just hit the next page button and you could fast forward a page or go back a page or those kind of things. Here are the two newest Kindles that are out. This is the standard Kindle version 4, which if you buy the one with ads is about $80. And then this is the Kindle Touch, which if you get the one with ads is about $100. And the nice thing about these devices is instead of using a page turner and waiting several seconds to turn a page, you simply hit a button like so. And that even works well if you're using a mouth wand or some sort of an adaptive device. You can still turn pages, you can hit the home button, you can go and select other books. You can access all different kinds of things with adaptive touch devices using this touch screen. So this Kindle Touch could very easily be mounted to a wheelchair on a mounting device and used by somebody who has a spinal cord injury or cerebral palsy or other kind of mobility impairment to very accessibly access books. The other nice thing about the Kindle product is you can also email documents to yourself. So if you have a company-produced instruction manual in like a Word document or something, you can email that to your Kindle and put it on there. There's also an increasing number of textbooks that are available for purchase or rent on the Kindle. So there's a whole lot of new stuff coming up that makes text more accessible for folks with mobility impairments. In an upcoming video, we'll talk about vision impairments and how the accessibility is not quite as clear. So that's your tech tip for this week. I'm Wade Wingler with the Data Project at Easter Seals Crossroads in Indiana.